Folks, I have got a very fun episode here for you right now. Travis and Kat from 944 Fest are joining me in the Atomic Autosports studio. Actually, they're not really here. They're virtually here because they are at 944 Fest headquarters down in beautiful Florida, where you guys, did you escape any of Debbie?
Barely. We had a lot of wind and rain, flooding. A lot of trees came down, and the electricity was out for about 2 days. But it was, it wasn't bad compared to previous hurricanes.
You guys say it's not bad. We have some storm damage up here in Ohio, and gosh, the whole place shut down. But it's nothing for you.
Yeah, I saw that. Any electricity going out is a bad deal.
True. So. And that won't slow down 944 Fest. So I want to have you guys both back on. Let's talk about 944 Fest going on at Nelson Ledges. I want the listener to fully understand all the cool stuff that's going on. But first, let's talk about the history of 944 Fest. Walk us through how it was created, some of the highlights, and then why it's important to 944 history.
Oh, well, the 944 Fest was started in 2001, I believe, and it was just a gathering of some people around Cleveland. I think there was maybe 6 or 7 cars that came, and it was just like a backyard barbecue. And it was started by Dan Pearson, and I wasn't even at the first one. I didn't join until the third, and that's where it started. And it just grew bigger and bigger. We ended up going to different people's houses. We went to the Snow Trail Ski Lodge for 1 year, and then decided we needed to go to a track, and Nelson Ledges was the perfect fit. That was 2005, I believe. And that was the first year at Nelson.
Beautiful. So why is Nelson Ledges so important to the history of 944s?
Nelson Ledges was the place where the first 944 turbo ever hit the track. It was under Freddy Baker, the number 21 car. It was a 1983, I believe it was, at the longest day of Nelson. It was a prototype. It was the very first 944 turbo that Porsche ever made. And they drove it. They won. They wrecked it magnificently. And I think they got disqualified because all the parts that fell off of it, they came in underweight. So they came the next year and kept the parts on. So
and won, right?
And won. Freddy Baker will be there, so I'm sure that he'll tell the story. And it's a great story if you have the chance. It's not well documented, surprisingly, but it's great to hear it from the horse's mouth.
That's great. There's another reason to make it out to Nelson Ledges Labor Day weekend 2024. Freddy Baker telling the story. Big. If folks aren't from around Northern Ohio, listen to this. Mr. Baker owned a Porsche dealership here in Northern Ohio, and very accomplished grassroots racer of Porsches, and all around, from what I understand, a good guy.
Yep. He's out there. I don't think he's missed a year. So
that is excellent. So you guys bleed guards red. What made you, so you love Porsches, you love 944s. What made you want to do this event? You guys be the caretakers of it.
That's you.
I don't think it's something you choose. I love the event. The first time I went, it was just great. It was like, that was from back in the days of the web forums. There wasn't social media beyond MySpace or whatever they had back then. And so web forums were what you did. Renlist was the Porsche forum. And you got to meet all these people you interacted with every day. And it was meet them in person and hang out for a weekend, like a 944 convention. And it was just laid back and cool. I loved it. I started helping Dan with the registration, doing the website, and taking on more roles with it. And yeah, I think it was 2007, I believe, and he had some family issues and was going to close the event down. And so it was offered to me to continue it forward, and I did. I grabbed and ran because I didn't want to stop, and I still don't. I love it. So it's a big task, but yeah, I love going. I love the people. I love the once a year. So
yeah, it is a great event. I'm going to be talking about that throughout the episode, just how awesome I believe it is as well. People from how many states attend?
We have an attendance map online. People from how many countries attend, I guess, would be a better question. So we have a live Google map that's got a marker from everybody that's coming this year, and I keep it updated as registrations roll in. And we have people coming from the UK, Canada, Hawaii. That's kind of like another country. It's not really. It's further away. So
it's a long drive.
It's a long drive and a wet drive. And we have people coming from San Diego, the San Francisco area. It's
South Florida,
Nevada, or North Dakota.
We have a North Dakota person coming in this year. That's like, I think that might be the first or second person. It might be the first. So.
Wow. I did see that map on the website. I got to tell you, the website's awesome. It's very cleanly designed, very informative. I did see the map. I didn't study it. Maybe I should have, because I thought it was really interesting how it showed where registrants are coming from. One of the neat things that you guys do is you have a beer exchange. And how cool is it that folks from all over the world, all over the country, are going to bring different beers to share? How did that idea come about?
We actually stole it from another event. It's kind of one of these pieces you pick up along the way. And they have a Wookiees in the Woods event that's up at the Tail of the Dragon. And every time we, see another event, kind of poke around and look and see what they do. And they had this beer swap. And I was like, that's gold. People are coming from everywhere, bring a case of beer or a 6-pack or something. Because there's so many microbrews and everyone likes interesting beers. So we stole that and threw it out there. I think that was last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, and it kind of was already happening. I remember in 2015, somebody at VIR, brought in a case of home brew of some kind. I don't remember it. I just remember having a bottle of it, and I'm like, that's really good. And they're like, yeah, you should try so-and-so's. And they brought their own microbrew. And it's like, okay. So it kind of was like organic. It was already happening at the events. And then we saw that Wookiees in the Woods had a name for it. It's like, it is a beer swap. So let's do it. Let's make it an official thing.
Well, that's great. I remember, I think it was Saturday night. What night is the official beer swap?
Saturday night.
Okay. So I can remember some people digging through the cooler and, like, oh, I haven't had this one before. I haven't seen this one before, and what an interesting way to get exposed to different beers from different breweries in different parts of the country. But what I saw was people talking, right? They hadn't seen each other maybe during the event or had a chance to talk to one another, but now they're standing at the cooler, digging through, looking for something interesting and starting conversations. And that's one of the things I noticed at my first of many 944 fests I attended last year was the camaraderie, how open everybody was, how inclusive everybody was. I think that's a great aspect of the show.
Yeah, that's one of the things that, people ask, or I think they're apprehensive about, is it's the first time they're coming. They're coming from a long way away. They're coming by themselves.
They don't know anybody.
And, I tell people, it's like, just drive in and hop out, and you got 100 friends right away. And it's, they're like, oh, yeah, right. Okay. Who do I talk to? How do I, catch up with you or somebody I know? And, and then they'll come back and be like, you know what? You were right. This is awesome. This is, it's not something you have to worry about coming alone to. Because you're not alone when you get there.
And that's
even if you're driving an RX-7.
We're going to get there. Don't worry. A lot of my guests have shared, when it comes to motorsports, just get out there. Just do it. Just get on track. Just sign up. And that's kind of what we're talking about right now is just get the 944 Fest. You're going to see how awesome it is, how nice the people are. And what if somebody listening says, well, I don't have a 944, but I have a 911, a 928, a 914. Can they still come?
Ford Ranger, Acura, Honda, Hyundai, Santa Fe, something. I don't know.
JDM swaps, we don't care. We love them all.
Yeah, just come out. It's fun.
Come out for all the fun. Let's go through the weekend real quickly. So it all starts on Friday, and this year that's going to be the 30th of August. 30th of August. Yep. So what happens on the Friday of 944 Fest?
Well, we kind of got to roll back to Thursday night. Because Thursday night, people start rolling in with their trailers and cars for the track Friday morning. And so we're there waiting. We're setting up shop, and we're having a little dinner for people who are arriving late. Even if you're arriving at midnight or 1 a.m, just drove halfway across country. There aren't any restaurants that are open in the area near Nelson Ledges, except Taco Bell. I think they're open till 2. But
they ran out of meat, though.
We discovered that one year.
You have to get beans.
Yum. So we're going to have a little dinner for everybody arriving for the track on Friday. We're having the dinner Thursday night, late. Some meatballs, rigatoni, salad, bread stuff. And then Friday, we'll eat go from there.
Yeah, I mean, the Thursday dinner will be set up in the tech shed, so it's have little sterno things or something fun to keep it food safe, and it'll be there all night. So when you roll in at 1 o'clock in the morning, you can grab something to eat.
And set up your tent or wherever you're sleeping. So.
Yeah. Tarp, car door open, set your seat back. Yeah, it's amazing how many people do that. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then Friday, what time? 7 o'clock is tech?
Yeah, I think tech opens around 7. It's on the schedule, which we will post more prominently shortly. I've been told I need to.
Yeah. We have the schedule posted on our, it's on the website, but you got to dig for it. It's in the Idiot's Guide for under event info. So, but we need to put something on the main page. So we'll get that done.
We will get a link to it in the show notes. So anyone that wants to find it fast can just click there. So Friday is a track day for 944s, right?
Yes, that's the 944 HPD day. And, it's tech starts in the morning. We do sessions till lunch. We got pizza provided for lunch, sessions in the afternoon. And then after the track day, we get all the 944s and a RX-7 or 2 or whoever's out there. We go on the track for pictures.
Yes. That was a lot of fun, getting all the cars staged. I was lucky enough to be part of it without a 944, but my car identifies as a 944, so we're good there. You guys staged everyone on the front stretch, and then we went to the carousel and lined them all up. How fun is that?
That's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. And, when you have, last year we had on Friday at 5 o'clock, that was around 103 cars. So mostly transaxles. So 924, 944, a couple 96, or more than a couple 968s, and 928s. And then RX-7, there's 2 911s that snuck in. And
that was Lonnie from Permatune. He's we let our sponsors do kind of whatever they want. All right, Bill.
Good choice. Yes.
Well, this year it's going to be a lot of cars. We have to think of a different lineup for fitting everybody into a photo or a couple photos. Should we go into the amount of people that are registered already?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's
it's a record-breaking year.
About where we were at this point last year. We're up about 30%. So
That awesome. Congratulations. How exciting.
Yep. And the track is, the track is, we have a lot of people running multiple days, and right now throughout the whole weekend, we have 106 cars on the track. And some of those cars are running one day, some of those cars are running 2 days, some of them are running 3.
A lot of track time. That's great. So this is, while we're talking about Friday, probably good time to bring up the fact that there was a non-944 at the event. It snuck in somehow on Friday. I guess the first question I've been wondering, guys, did anybody give you grief for letting me bring an RX-7?
No.
Well, on social media, they said that's not a 944 when they saw your car in the stories. And so, I'll troll back and forth and say, no, it identifies as a 944. It's all good. But no, I didn't hear anything.
I don't think anyone noticed, honestly, if that's the letdown. But I think they were like, oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, so when we were lined up in the carousel last year for the group picture, I was very hesitant to go out. But Kat, you kept encouraging, go out. So as the car we were all situated, everyone got out of their cars, started walking around. I noticed 2 people looked at my car and then immediately walked to the back of the car to see the badging. Like, doesn't really look like one. Let me double check. And then they saw them, it does say Mazda on the back. And like, I got those quarter looks. But what an impressive event. And let's just, we're talking Friday, from going through tech, getting checked in, the organization, how everybody was polite, the pizza was great. Just what a great experience for a track day. Very organized, no questions about anything. And that's what folks can expect coming to, and that's for the whole weekend, coming to 944 Fest. How do you organize everyone to have such a great experience?
We don't.
23 years.
We just, I don't know, we just let things kind of fall into place. And I don't know, there's not a lot of strict rules. And if something makes sense and they want to do something, sure. And or have a question, yes. If it works out, that's cool. But if it doesn't, say, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that. So,
all right. So
it's the same thing about getting there late and getting on the track. It's like, well, why not? If there's space, go for it.
Have fun. So Friday is 944 HPDE. We got pizza for lunch. Anything in the evening?
After track photos is complete. So that usually takes about an hour and a half to do. Kind of let people do whatever, go out, explore the local area. There are some really great restaurants in town, and we have it listed on our website, different places that we recommend. And we have, a lot of people who do their own camp chef things, little barbecue grills, and they're offering food and drink to everybody. So, yeah.
All right. Then we move into Saturday. What happens on Saturday? What are we doing?
A lot.
Saturday is wild. That's the easiest way to put it. The day begins
with the tech inspection and signing into the DE, and that happens at 7 to 7:30. And we're also having a rally cross in the front of the track on the outfield, which that starts at 9, I believe, 9 or 9:30. Then we also have a mystery poker rally that goes out around the area and goes to different places. That starts at 9:30 as well. So Saturday is really kind of a choose your path book, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Turn to page 4 and figure out what you want to do. But everything kind of coincides. The poker run gets done around 1. And then comes back to the track. The DE continues all day. And the DE is open to all cars on Saturday. So is the rally cross. and the rallycross is there all day, and they finish up. I think they finished up around 3 last year, just because they got done with all their runs. They ran extra, and it got hot, so hot and muddy.
Mm-hmm.
And everything comes back to the around the tech shed for lining up for car show time, which is the car show kind of goes on all weekend anyway, but we get all the cars together on Saturday afternoon around the tech shed and kind of stack them in there.
That's usually around 2:00 when the car show kicks off. You can see people coming back from the poker rally around after lunch, around 1:00, 1:30, and they start cleaning up their cars, getting the bug guts off the front and spraying some wax on it. And they fill out their car info card that goes on their windshield that details, what year, what's special about it. And their name, so we can identify them later on if they win an award.
That guy with the purple car.
Yeah, we've had to do that many years.
Who is he? Stand up. Where'd he go?
So, yeah. And so the car show starts at 2.
Exciting. So, like as you said, Saturday's jam-packed. The poker run, I heard, is a lot of fun. Friends were texting me last year saying, hey, there's a lot of these race cars driving through Garrettsville. What's going on? And they were talking about the 944s because some of them are stickered up and, road legal cars. So that's really exciting because that helps the community kind of see what might be going on. And, hey, come on back, play with us. The Rallycross is in conjunction with the SCCA, the local region. And for the listeners, there are not a ton of rallycrosses in Northern Ohio. So if you're looking to do a rallycross event, Labor Day weekend, 2024, the Saturday, get out the Nelson Ledges for that. Always a great time. You mentioned a Ranger earlier in the show. That Ranger, I think, competed pretty well, had a great time at that event. So
Brian.
Yeah, Brian. His 944 broke like the day before the fest, so he convinced him to bring the Ranger. So
a lot of fun. And now Saturday is the big dinner, right?
Yep.
All right, let's talk about the food. Folks, if you don't like cars, if you don't like racetracks, but you like food, you need to be at 944 Fest because I have never had a better track dinner than I did at 944 Fest last year. Travis, you engineered and built the smoker, right?
That is true, yes.
It's an impressive looking device, and Kat knows how to use this thing and create some awesome food. So, Kat, tell us a little bit more about the Saturday night dinner.
Thanks. So the Saturday night dinner, it's always been a thing at 944 Fest, but it's gone through evolutions, a major evolution over the last 5 years. One of the things I noticed is that a lot of the guys, when they get off the track, they're firing up their little propane tank grills. One of our friends, Greg, was making ramen, and I was like, that's not filling. You're eating ramen at the track. There's got to be something, more. And then he fired up a piece of tuna on the grill. I was like, that looks really good. But I felt bad as an event, organizer that they're having to fix their own meals. And so I told Travis, we need to do something big for these guys and gals on Saturday. And so it went from hamburgers and hot dogs, on the grill for, 40, 50, 60 people to we're building a giant smoker because it's our hobby here back in Florida. And we're going to tow this thing up and we're going to smoke some brisket, some pulled pork, some Boston butt, some ribs, and have some sides, some baked beans that are smoked on the grill as well, and throw down, a big competition style barbecue dinner. And so that's what we bring on Saturday is a little bit of my hobby into everybody else's hobby.
Well, we're very grateful that you're bringing your hobby and your talents to 944 Fest because, again, great food. My wife was beyond impressed. Like, oh, this is really good. Maybe I will come to more of these things. So I haven't told her that every race event isn't like this. So we'll just keep that our secret.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have, also, I should add, we have food for kids. So a lot of kids can come out, and if they don't like barbecue, we'll have hot dogs. And we always have mac and cheese, the usual kid stuff. We do have some chicken and, what else? A salad. Pudding. Oh yeah, we have banana pudding, which is always requested by a couple people, who wanted to sponsor it this year, actually, just to ensure that it's there.
Patrick Farah sponsored the banana pudding from Northeast. Where is he at?
He's in not Connecticut, not New Hampshire. One of those little tiny one of New England states.
Little New England states. And he sponsored the banana pudding, and he chipped in $100 to sponsor because I think he wants to take home the leftovers. So,
and that's okay.
That's totally fine.
Oh, that's nice.
And we have some vegan options too. So, and just trying to accommodate everybody.
That's awesome. So we have the car show you talked about. We talked about the dinner. There are tons of door prizes Saturday night that get awarded. And then there's the trophies you hand out as well. And I got to tell you, I'm addicted to 944 Fest social media. So I'm always checking it out. And I saw a video that the trophies were getting prepared.
That's Dan Yausch.
Yep.
He's he makes the trophies every year and dig up pistons, and he's given full reign to choose colors and schemes. We saw a pink one. We're interested to see what that's going to turn out like, or what puck is going to go into it. He writes little sayings on the bottom. Usually after he's had a few and he's all done with the trophies, he gets out the Sharpie and so you find interesting little
Dan-isms
and tidbits on the bottom of your piston.
Yeah. And Dan's an OG. He's been going to the fest for forever. So it's nice to have somebody who's part of this event, contributing so much to a part of an enjoyment that everybody really likes.
And Dan was an RX-7 guy when he was like 17, 18, and then he matured quickly and got a 944 right after. I think he was like 21 when he got his first one. So he put away the childish things and grew up pretty quick. But people mature at different rates, right, Bill?
I think there's a stop button somewhere around here. Let's see. Let's find it. I suppose, Travis, that some of us don't grow up and we like toys like the RX-7. But if I didn't have the RX-7, I probably wouldn't have a 944, and we would have never met. Think about that.
I don't know about that. We were turned on to you by Tim at Track First, and Tim turned to put somebody else in touch with us here recently, and quite amazing. And it's out of the blue, there's a wood carver guy.
Oh yeah.
And I get this email from wood carver guy, and I'm like, that's cool. And so we exchanged some emails back and forth, and he wants to do some wood carvings for 944 Fest logos and things. I'm talking to Tim the following day, and he's like, oh, did the wood guy call you or message you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, I sent him your way. It sounded like something that was, 944 Fest related. I'm like, I don't know how, but it's really cool. So, yeah. So apparently we're going to have 944 Fest wood carving logos, and they're for sale, or we're giving some away. I'm not really sure. I saw the previews of what it'll look like, and they're awesome.
Oh, that's really cool. I did get to see one of his works here just this week, and it is impressive. I can't wait to see 944 Fest carved in some wood. So let's talk. So then after,
dirty, Bill.
Yeah, that's right. We can probably edit that out.
No, it's okay.
The producers left the room. Actually, this is getting weird. So we wrap up after dinner. I know there's a lot of fun. People are hanging out. We're still doing the beer exchange. And then Sunday comes around, and Sunday has a little bit of a twist this year, doesn't it? It does.
Yes. Okay. It does. Yes.
Yeah. So here's what we're doing. So Sunday is going to be another HPDE event. Folks can do Sunday only if they want. The price is super attractive, $200. And it's really geared at the novice, but there's times for the intermediate and advanced folks to get on track as well. We're calling it the Atomic Lapping Day. So just like a track day like you'd expect, 30 minutes of every hour is geared towards the novices. There's going to be some coaching. There's going to be some classroom sessions. Then the other 30 minutes of that hour will be for advanced and intermediate drivers. So there's something for everyone. We get to combine that with the fun 944 Fest weekend and all the activities. And we wrap it up at the end of the day with what is becoming a very popular Atomic Autosports taco dinner. And as we say, tacos at the track, yes, please. So we're really excited to be working with you guys this year on that.
I like that. Can we use that?
Use it, yeah, early and often, like voting in Chicago. Use it.
I like that. Yeah, Sunday is going to be awesome. So this is going to be the first time we're, trying something like this, the open lapping. But a lot of other club events and DEs have done different versions of the open lapping day. And it seems to be a lot more laid back, a lot easier, a lot less stress. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so are we. A lot of our racing friends are as well. I think we're going to have some of the Radar Neons out there putzing around and having some fun before our Mid-Ohio event. I want to talk to the novice driver for a second, though, because getting that first track day, or maybe even your second or third track day, can sometimes be intimidating. And this is absolutely against that. This is going to be very inclusive, very supportive. In fact, our friends at Track First have come up with a helmet deal. So if you register for the Sunday portion of 944 Fest, the lapping day, you can take your registrations there and get an awesome deal on a Bell helmet. You can also do it online. And Atomic Autosports, with your paid registration, will do a free track day inspection for you. So you have the confidence knowing, hey, my car's ready for the track. And I think that's a great way to help people take that next step and just run some laps, have some fun, and enjoy some tacos. Is there anything I missed, guys? About Sunday.
Bonfire? Sunday.
Yeah, we'll probably have a fire again Sunday night. If anyone's staying over, they're welcome to
camping.
Stay over Sunday night. Camping is available starting Thursday, and you can stay over until Monday morning. I think that's about it, though. It's going to be a great weekend. Really looking forward to it. We have a lot of stuff left to do, but it's all coming together. And I'm looking forward to the tacos. What was that?
Yes.
Enjoy the track, eat tacos.
Tacos,
yes,
tacos at the track. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
I should trademark that really quickly.
You should.
We didn't talk about stickers. So cars and car people and stickers always go together. Some say they add horsepower to the car. But when you come to 944 Fest, in your bag, you get a nice T-shirt, you get some information, you get some raffle tickets for the prizes we talked about that are awarded on Saturday. But there's a cool sticker pack in there. Can you give us any previews about what's happening in the sticker pack for this year? Any big changes? Any design differences?
Yeah, I think everyone's got a new design. We have new sponsors that are on board in the sticker pack. You're in the sticker pack, the Atomic. I didn't show you a preview of your sticker, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It may or may not be taco themed. Track First, ground control suspension. We got Haggerty Insurance is on board this year. Bring a Trailer, they're in there. They were interesting. They all the sponsors get a banner too, and so the Bring a Trailer. Last year they wouldn't go for it, but this year we talked them into it. Their logo is a trailer that has the Bring a Trailer on top of it. And so we wanted to hook it to a 944 to put on the banner. The rep last year said, nope, no way, we can't do that. But she's on maternity leave and she handed her over to somebody else and I was able to talk them into it. Nice. And so the Bring a Trailer banner is a Bring a Trailer logo that's hooked to a 944. Which is really cool.
That's genius.
That is genius. I made some extras because I want to keep one.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the sticker pack, I think there's 29 or 30 stickers in it of all the brands, all the things. There's 944 Fest stickers in it. Comes in a bag that's printed with logos and a nice canvas zipper bag. There's other keychains, things that sponsors have kicked in everybody's bag, and a 944 Fest t-shirt. And you get all that for signing up.
Yeah. I talked about how great the experience was at the event, and just even getting that bag, hey, what's your name? Great. Here's your bag. And it's filled with all this awesome stuff. It's icing on the cake to a great weekend. Kat, you were going to say something else?
Oh, yeah, we have posters this year. So, with your registration, you get one of our event posters, which is brand new for 944 Fest.
Suitable for framing.
Poster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, I have one framed at the shop. I think it looks great.
Yay. Yeah, Travis does all of the design work for the stickers, for the posters, everything. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything we didn't talk about that you want to talk about regarding 944 Fest?
For a moment, social.
Yeah. Just hop on, like you said, and hop on the Instagram account or the Facebook account. Hop on the website. Everything's at 944 Fest or 944fest.com. And check out the attendance map. It just got updated, and it's very impressive.
Well, that's great. Thanks again for being on the podcast. I want to do as much as we can to promote 944 Fest. So listeners, even if you don't want to go and participate, just go and watch, go and hang out, see what's going on. It's going to be another great weekend, fun-filled weekend. Check out, as Travis mentioned, all of their socials. Check the show notes for links to important information about the weekend as well. And if you're new to Getting on Track, we'd love to see you there on Sunday for the Atomic Lapping Day. You can hang out with our friends also from Track First, take advantage of their discounted helmet deal. But get to the track. Love to see you there. Thanks again, guys.
All right. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.